It says I've only. Okay, so yeah, I did get disconnected. Okay, so let me double check. That was not good. Okay. Yeah. Oh dear lord. Okay, so that one. This is gonna be a split stream. So I had a internet spark. For anyone that missed it, I'll play it again.
I can't do it. I can't give up on this place. I'm leaving everything on standby. The system's equipped for runs for decades, if not hundreds of years. It's a long shot. But maybe someday, against all odds, someone will find this place again.
Oh, that's kind of annoying.
Marvel at its lights and wonders. Discover a fortune and boundless opportunity. Make it their own dream. After all, if the city can give me a second chance, if water can flow in a wasteland, anything's possible.
He was right.
He was right. Now I'm kind of hoping that he will not be an enemy. Not like the rest. Hidden in AC code. So someone must have inserted it via terms. Actually, you know, the Hollow Aid Carvman written. Well, their loincloth disappeared. Went on for almost an hour before we shut it down. Chuckles aside, we can't let it happen again. Been over the environment and hollow system. They look okay. On your shift, have a look at the water filtration code. Hate to think that what might happen if those systems are compromised. Would be a lot worse than happening. Yeah. Could be a lot worse. Oh, jeez. So, yeah, this stream's gonna be a little bit hard to upload on YouTube.
I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia.
Mother,
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
Yeah. I have a feeling they're gonna try and stop me at one of these. I don't know which one.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. Worland and crew must have headed back up top. All the embers they could carry, I bet.
Wow. Yeah. I kind of like this place better underwater. I'm not gonna lie. This place looked way better underwater. That's just me. This part, yeah. It's like... It was awesome. It's awesome to walk through all this, but... It was so much more amazing to watch it underwater and just like swimming through all this. Okay, how am I supposed to get up? The elevator's up there. There's gotta be a way up. Where's the way up? Am I just being blind right now? So there's that. There's a grapple point right over there. There it is. It's like, what the fuck? It was so much cooler to do this whole thing underwater. Kind of just breathed another set of new life into this world. God damn it, there was a way up here. No, well, no use spreading over it. Up we go. Already get that? Yeah, I did.
An elevator. Moreland must have built this before the place flooded. Might still work. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
And they're using the elevator shafts. Exactly what it was made for.
Whatever she did, it must have powered up.
Wow.
Oh, the show my old Gramps always wanted. There's another.
His dream realized, his old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the Embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the Claim.
Oh, no. This is the show.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
Oh dear lord.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
Of course they'd
Well.
start thinking that way.
It's a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
Okay, so Poseidon wasn't as long of a story as the other.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But I might want to find that Oseram Tinker who's out on her own first. And with my new diving mask, I can swim as deep as I need to. Like at those deep water sites I found earlier.
Okay, let's return to base. Now my count for the hours are just for how long I'm streaming is going to be completely off. Oh well. This is just awesome. And sad. you can see all these amazing buildings. But then you also see behind them the ruins that used to be them. So it's kind of bittersweet. One lizard. I'm gonna probably need to get that. But for now, travel to the base. Let's get Poseidon home. See how everyone is back at the base now that we got Poseidon in. That was beautiful. Like, having it be like that, a underwater city for Poseidon. Full chef's kiss.
I see you, champion. Sit. Please.
Alright.
Choosing the right rations can be just as important to your chance of survival as choosing the right weapons. If you want food that'll save your life out in the wilds, go northwest to Saltbite. The cook there, Pintala, she'll whip up a meal for anyone who needs it, to knock or not.
I'll make sure to pay her a visit if I'm out that way.
I've got nothing to report. Safe travels, champion.
Those are alphas. Not worth it. Eventually they'll be worth it because then we can actually override alphas, but right now I don't think we can. Take it slow, just in case. Oh, it fully loaded for me.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup, like the card shape. Why? Yeah, it beats me.
It probably meant something to them. As it does to my people, and the Tenakth.
I just think my face says it all as is, that's all.
That it does.
Hey, look
There you
who's
go.
back. You find what you're looking for?
I did. One step closer to taking the fight to the Zeniths.
Can't wait.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
What'd you
I
do?
made one joke about how they, you know, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt.
Too late.
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, you know, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms, like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
I better get going.
All right.
Okay, so no new stuff there. Before I do, I want to just check. Because I do want to get... I'm probably going to have to stop streaming because early, since that... It's a little too... It's not a good thing to have it like that. Just worry about, don't care about that. Okay, so yeah, that's what I need. So I just need a Percy bone. I need to go find that, so I'll go find that today. Either this stream or next stream. Actually, probably next stream since I'm going to wrap up after this.
You found another one of Gaia's sub-functions?
2 down, 1 to go.
I'm glad her healing can continue.
Yeah.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched.
For now.
For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
Yeah.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
I better get going.
Right. You've got that
Okay, so I need to get the... many things to go through with that.
Hey.
Aloy. I hope all is well enough under the circumstances.
I'm holding up.
Good.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
Yeah. That is a complete true fact with that.
Back to my training then.
He full on landed the hammer on the nail right there. Like how much it is. Like how powerful those are.
Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet.
Okay. Wait, he has more to talk about?
Ah, you're back.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me.
So I hear.
I made one about how they, how does anyone fight when...
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah,
Already?
well,
Just...
Okay, I already did that one.
I should...
we'll talk later.
Okay. That was a little more weird. It's... wrong one. That's down here. There we go.
It's locked. Well, I guess Brigida wants her privacy for now.
Okay.
Wonder if Varl's in there with her.
Looks like it.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Yep. One moment.
Drone's reconnected now.
Good choice.
Oh, okay, so that's what it does. Only one left.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Game? What the fuck? I think they have some bugs to work out. A lot of bugs.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
It helped her calm when she was a kid.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
The closest things you could get.
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
It's not what we're kind of asking.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions. on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training, toiling away, alone.
Okay. So she does have... So there are Zeniths that aren't like that.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
Okay.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. Did it interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted.
Okay.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is.
When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters.
Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Are you sure?
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
I don't think that's what it is. There's something else.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Aloy, you're too much into it. You're focused too much. Trauma like that does not just go away when they're just used like that.
Ow! Now this focus thing's trying to kill me?
You did almost drown it in beer.
Not on purpose.
Aloy. It's everything all right? It seemed like you and Varl were down in that basement for a while.
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess.
Well, okay. What can I do for you?
I see someone's been playing Strike.
I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things.
You should try playing Katalo. It's a Tanakh game. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, sure, Tanakh. Sure he won't try and kill me if I win?
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time.
I mean...
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I can make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. Now, you won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
I should get going.
Back to reading, I guess.
Let's see.
I just think she talks a little. You would too, if you knew everything there is to know about everything.
She can also crank out a whole army of machines to kick your sorry behind once she's fixed.
Well, I guess I just better stay on her good side then.
Okay.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it.
He would not be able to understand it all.
Sacred lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy.
Yeah.
You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter.
Speaking the truth.
Anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
Those memories will just keep coming back up.
It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Agreed.
Guess it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding. Any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. I just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, sadly.
What do you make of this Tilda that Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Yeah. That is some comfort to have.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I had thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time.
Yeah. it takes a lot to get out of that mindset.
You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them.
Yeah. Another nail on the head right there. It's like,
I
you
should
can't
get
really
back
get around it.
We'll be here if you need us.
That's what they viewed her as. That's all she was. Just a tool. A tool to be used and then thrown away eventually.
Aloy.
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome.
Another very good quote.
Number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
I kind of agree with that.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice.
Yeah, right now I don't think we need more than the small
Is there
team.
anything I can help with around
Maybe
here?
two more people at most.
Oh no, we're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
I should get going.
Good luck on your cert.
Okay. So another room has been up.
The door's unlocked now. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see.
Huh.
According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower.
Huh.
We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
Huh. Yeah, I like this. Like, it kind of makes sense this type of thing would be here.
Looks like the old ones used their focuses to send all kinds of messages back in the day.
All over the world, too. Anytime they wanted.
I don't know if I'd like that. I wouldn't want my Aunt Alga knowing she could just talk to me every second of the day. My ears would pop off.
Yeah. It's still how we are now. Okay, so it looks like they put a timing so you can't just rush out.
Hey, Gaia. It's me.
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
So I talked to Beta. Didn't learn much.
It seems to me you did. From what she describes, the Zeniths controlled every aspect of her life, even as they shunned her. This Tilda was the first person she ever had contact with. An abrupt severance of such a relationship would be very emotionally damaging.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
Kind of need to. It's not easy for someone to just come around to that and then find out about things. It's really weird.
I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then.
Yeah.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths, at their core, have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up.
Okay, so nothing.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. I think Elizabeth knew one of them. Tilda. Did she ever mention her to you?
No. Elizabeth often spoke of her work, or told stories of her mother and her childhood. If she knew this Tilda, she did not disclose it with me. What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal.
Yeah.
To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline.
Good.
According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can. So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply functions. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard against any threats.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
Probably not. But it was amazing.
I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
Like, just to have it like that, that was amazing to see. Alright, so, because of the internet problem and the stream having problems like that, I'm not going to go too much longer because of that. It's going to be a little weird on the YouTube side because of it, so it's going to be a little annoying. But it's got to be done. Before I go, let's upgrade stamina regen, deep concentration. Definitely want that. Concentration regen, workbench expert, resources. Okay. I'm gonna have to start getting more of these. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Get that as well. That'll be nice. And having this will also be nice. So my next 2 points will probably go to this. That way I can craft ammunition and get everything a lot easier. Gotta get these. Quick Trapper. I definitely gotta get Quick Trapper. Skill Scavenger. Recover more and high quality resources when deconstructing traps and tripwires. Trap limit. Yeah, there's that. I want to be able to just pick up exactly what I put down, but I guess I'm not going to be able to do that. Then I'm going to the next one I probably focus on is getting Warrior fully finished. And then Survivor. Once I get Survivor fully finished, it'd probably be better. Low health melee, potion proficiency. Don't really need those. It's just this stuff. Then get this all finished. That sharpshooter bow. Yeah, I'll definitely get that. Actually, I'm pretty close to finishing this off. 2, 5. So I'll probably finish off the infiltrator line then. So, okay. Actually, yeah, I like that a lot. Uses up to 3 arrows of your currently selected type. I can totally use that. That will be really nice. Splitting spike. And start getting all this stuff. Because you kind of need to have this. Like having all these. Heartbreaker is really nice though. I might get this type. This one I'm actually using. Trying to get specific parts. Because that makes it really easy. Get the parts off them. If it's exactly like that, then yeah. Okay. But yeah, I am going to call the stream here because of problems with internet and everything. So, thank you for coming in and watching. Sorry on YouTube side for it being so weird. But I will see you all next time later on tonight. So, bye-bye.